Data science is a field that's become increasingly popular over the past few years, and it shows no signs of slowing down. With the ability to process and analyze massive amounts of data, data scientists are able to answer questions that were previously impossible. But what does it take to become a data scientist? While there are many factors that contribute to being successful in this field, one of the most important is knowing how to use the right tools. There are many different languages and libraries used by data scientists today, but two of the most popular are R and Python. To get started in this field, you should know which one will be right for you, and even if you're already working in data science, you should still take some time periodically to evaluate which language best serves your needs. R and Python have some similarities, such as being open-source languages that are popular among data scientists. Both R and Python are considered high-level languages, and they are widely used by the data science community. One commonality is that they were each designed with statistical analysis in mind. Both languages have been around since the 90s, with Python having its start in 1991, while R's origins date back to 1995. In terms of their syntaxes, the set of rules governing how the language works, they share some similarities as well. Both R and Python use white space indentation instead of curly braces to separate code blocks. That means that using tabs or spaces can change how the code is interpreted. They also use similar data types, such as integers and strings. There are differences between these two data types in Python and R, but those distinctions will be discussed later on. At the same time, however, you may find that one or the other suits your particular needs better than the other does. For example, if you're interested in building web applications or front-end tools for your company's database system, R isn't going to be your best bet. Instead, you'll want to check out Python for most of these kinds of tasks. However, the differences start to show up when you look at the ways these languages operate. R was created by statisticians and academics. Python, however, was created by a programmer, Guido van Rossum, who wanted to make a better language that would be easier to read and had many different uses which are clearly reflected in their operation. R is run through the command line, while Python is an object-oriented programming language with a focus on readability. The fact that Python is an object-oriented programming language means that it's easy to maintain and use for large projects with lots of contributors. This is why big companies like Google, Facebook, and Instagram use it. The fact that R is run through the command line makes it feel more lightweight than Python, but it also means there's less overhead involved in running our scripts. It's also well suited for data analysis due to its rich collection of packages. There are over 8,000 packages available in CRAN alone. However, R isn't as good at handling large amounts of data as other languages such as Python or Java because its memory usage can be much higher than those languages when dealing with big datasets. Next up, talking about the speed, both languages do have their own speed issues. You might have heard some people complaining about R being slow. It is true that most R operations are slower than similar operations in other languages. But when it comes to statistical analysis, the speed difference between R and other languages like C++ or Java is not really noticeable. Moreover, the fact that R is an interpreted language means that you don't have to compile it every time you make a change in your code. Now, let's talk about Python. Python is also an interpreted language. So, it doesn't need compilation either. However, since Python has been designed as a general-purpose programming language, it performs slower than R when it comes to statistical computing. Also, since Python is an object-oriented programming language, you have to write more lines of code for performing the same operation in comparison with R's functional-style programming, which needs fewer lines of code for performing the same operation. The R language boasts of a comprehensive set of libraries, allowing it to perform advanced statistical analysis. It is also great for data visualization and reporting. Python is also versatile with its vast array of libraries for web development, data analytics, scientific computing, machine learning, and natural language processing. However, since the scope of the library packages in R is more focused on statistical computation and data manipulation, it is more popular amongst data scientists who need to crunch numbers. On the other hand, Python's libraries are generic in nature and thus can cater to a much wider range of programming needs. The broader scope of Python's library packages makes it an acceptable choice for application development as well. When it comes to data manipulation, Python is a clear winner. Compared to the clunky language used in R, the syntax of Python is simple and easy to understand. Not only does Python have a larger community that creates more packages, but the packages are also less complicated to use. If you want to install a package in R, you will need to know the exact name of the package along with the repository where it exists. But in Python, all you will need is pip or conda, depending on your version. So, in short, Python has a wide range of usage and is one of the most in-demand programming languages. Though R is under usage, it is majorly utilized for statistical analysis. Various promising fields in the business include artificial intelligence, data science, etc. has provoked Python to be on demand with its explicit features than R. This video clearly picturizes on the differences between R and Python. It is up to the programmer to choose his or her preference. Hope this video has helped you with the knowledge and eliminates your misconceptions. For more amazing content, do subscribe to our channel to receive more informational content. Wish you good luck.